A viral video is sweeping social media. A woman arriving at JFK Airport with a passport from a country called Torenza, a nation that doesn't exist. Officials appear stunned, the internet is captivated, and people are calling it one of the greatest mysteries of the year. But here's what they're not telling you. This entire story is AI-generated fiction, designed to look like breaking news. Welcome to Lost Map Files. Tonight we're uncovering how a 70-year-old mystery became the blueprint for modern digital deception, and why the truth behind it is far more fascinating than the fake. Let's start with what actually happened. The Torenza Passport video was created using artificial intelligence, likely with advanced text-to-video tools. Multiple fact-checking organizations, including NDTV and Snopes, have confirmed that no such incident ever took place at JFK Airport. The signs are obvious when you know where to look. Unnatural facial motion, inconsistent lighting, and most importantly, zero corroboration from any real source. No official statements, no airport records, no credible media reports. Just a viral video engineered for clicks. But this hoax didn't appear out of nowhere. It's actually a digital echo of one of the strangest real cases ever recorded. In October 1959, a man named John Allen Kuchar Zegris arrived in Tokyo with his Korean wife. He carried what looked like a legitimate passport. But when he later tried to cash forged checks, authorities uncovered something extraordinary. The passport was completely fake, handmade from a fictional country with a name so bizarre it defied translation. It was written in an invented language that experts couldn't identify. Contemporary reports described it as the size of a magazine and obviously fake, yet it had somehow been stamped by real embassies and airports. Zegris claimed to be a naturalized Ethiopian, an intelligence agent for Colonel Nasser, and fluent in 14 languages. Despite his wild story, his documents looked convincing enough that he'd managed to travel around the world without being caught. The case was real and well documented. In July 1960, the British House of Commons even discussed it as proof that international passport systems were unreliable. A few weeks later, a Tokyo court sentenced Zegris to a year in prison. During sentencing, he tried to take his own life by cutting his arms with glass he'd hidden in his mouth, shouting that he wanted to die. After serving his sentence, he was deported to Hong Kong, vowing to start over. His wife returned to South Korea, and after that, the world lost track of him completely. So how did this real case of forgery become a paranormal legend? Over the decades, authors and journalists embellished the story. French writer Jacques Bergier changed the date, added mystical details, and gave the fake country a new name, Taured. By the 1980s, books and magazines had turned Zegris into a man who appeared at an airport from another dimension, carrying money from multiple countries, and who mysteriously vanished from a locked hotel room. None of it was in the original reports. The internet then took the legend further, spreading it as one of the great unsolved mysteries of the modern age. The new Torenza video is a perfect modern echo of that myth. Instead of a man from Taured in the 1950s Japan, it's a woman from Torenza in 2025 New York. The format is the same: official confusion, a mysterious passport, and a story that feels just plausible enough to believe. By combining artificial intelligence with a familiar urban legend, the creators tapped into something deeply recognizable, a mystery we already half believe. But this isn't just another online hoax. It's a warning about the world we're moving into. AI can now take historical stories, remix them, and present them as new, convincing news events. The boundary between documented history and fabricated content is blurring fast. The real Zegris case was already fascinating, a man who forged his way through an entire global system with nothing but confidence and paper. That story didn't need digital enhancement. AI hoaxes like Torenza do something more dangerous. They train us to doubt everything, to blur our sense of what's real and what isn't. So the next time you see a mystery online that hits all the right beats, the supernatural hints, the official confusion, the missing records, stop and ask, am I watching history happen or watching history being rewritten by an algorithm? In the age of AI, the most important skill isn't spotting the paranormal, it's spotting the fake.